My name is Paul Edwards. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. Well, before real estate, my background is I was a professional horse trainer, mostly with Arabian horses, and I loved it. It wasn't about money, it was about becoming a horse trainer, and I specialized in teaching kids and taking them to national level shows, and I've built myself up and helped coach multiple national champions. And unfortunately, I got hurt and was unable to do it, and I have a good friend who is in commercial real estate, and he offered me a job to start doing his wholesale side of the business, and that's how I got started in that. Well, what it was like to start with Clever. So when I did train horses, it was all about having the right coach. You know, when I first got into it, I wanted to be the best. And the first few trainers that I was with, you know, they made me do all the work but never taught me anything. And the harder I worked, I found the people I wanted to be with. And then I learned from them, and then I grew. And then as I grew, I found other mentors, and pretty soon I'm working with the best in the industry. The reason that's like Clever is instead of trying to find the best, I feel like I have found that already with Clever. So I didn't have to go through a bunch of different programs to find it. I had this knowledge base to go from this one career to another. And there was so much knowledge and so many people, and it was so helpful that I was able to pick up things really quick. So the training was, well, first of all, the guy I worked for, he found it, he searched, he loved it, he loved the idea of it. And so it was super easy and just so much info, but it was funny and easy to learn, and you know, you could use it in your everyday life, and it was just easy access to get it. You know, you weren't searching for things, you know, which is the hardest part. You know, it's like, oh, well, why would you do that? You didn't ever have a why would you do that, because in the very next section it was, oh, this is why you do that. I love my mentor, and I'm sure there's a lot of different personality types to fit different personalities, and my mentor pushes me really hard. You know, he doesn't, you know, use any fluff, but I like it that way, and you know, he tells me exactly how it is and holds me very accountable, and he's awesome. He like texts, even while I've been here, he texts me, hey, how are you doing? Hey, let me know when you're there. You know, so it's been cool. What does real estate bring for the next few years is, you know, without horses, which was my passion, and it wasn't about the money. You know, if I'm not going to be able to do what I love, I might as well be able to afford other things that I love. And the goal is to build this program in Salt Lake with the help of Clever and my mentor, and over time, you know, get to where I can hire somebody and say, hey, I'm going on vacation, how's this thing going? You know, and just have some freedom to be with family and friends, and you know, find some other joys and not have to work in everyday life. Well, so what I would tell the person at home that's a little skeptical, this is the first thing I did when I stopped training horses and left that career is I went and got a 9-to-5 job. I worked at eBay, and you know, it's a good solid job. You get a steady paycheck, you know what your paycheck is, and as long as you show up, you get that paycheck and benefits and everything. And I had to make a choice to cut off benefits with my wife, and you know, there's not a for sure paycheck, and you know, you'll only get what out of life what you put into it. And so if you're scared to make that step and that change, then you're going to just not get to experience all the excitement that risk brings. Was there any pushback from my wife? No, not essentially. It was, you know, the no insurance thing was kind of a little scary at first, but you figure that stuff out, and as long as you know, you have someone there to support you and trust you and, you know, believe in you. I mean, if you believe in yourself, they'll believe in you, you know, and if you put in the work. I mean, if I'm just sitting at home and I'm like, yeah, I'm just a real estate investor sitting on the couch, you know, then she's going to be kind of scared. But if I'm out working every day and she sees me putting in that work, then yeah, there's no reason to be scared. Yeah, she's pretty gung ho about it. She's a fitness nut and whatnot, so she likes the idea of me being able to have flexibility with our schedule to, go on vacation, spend time with family, and to have the opportunity to, when the time comes, to be at home with kids if she wants to, because financial flexibility and freedom is a big deal. And so, right now she's okay with it. She likes it, very supportive.